this is Jenna from Eat to Love, and I am sending you today's video from Sicily, where I'm on vacation with my partner and my son and my partner's Sicilian family. And I was thinking about how this place is a real feast for the senses. Every time I come to Sicily, we take the long drive from the airport to my in-laws' house. I'm struck by the sensory aspects of the landscape, how different the textures are. There's beach and rock and mountain and lava and water and green and lushness, and then dry and brown. And then of course there's, in addition to the sights, there's all the smells and the tastes and the sounds. There's, in the summer, there's bodies everywhere, boobs and butts and bellies and BO, and it's just, it can be overwhelming, but in a way, it's also sort of lovely to just have all these direct stimuli for the senses. And of course, I'm always thinking about how does this relate to our work in making peace with food and our bodies. And I have come to see the senses as a real means of connecting with what is actually going on inside our bodies and around our bodies, and a means of reestablishing trust in ourselves and in our judgment and in our perception of things as they are. So that's my little message for this week's video, is to consider your senses as the means to reconnecting with the intelligence that you already possess. One of the ways that you can do this is to just focus on one sense at a time in your natural environment, or of course it's always a little more interesting to do this in an unusual environment. I think part of why I am struck by this every time I come to Sicily is because it's separated by 6 months of not being here. And so it surprises me, and it gives me a way of practicing a different type of awareness. But we can do this in our everyday lives. We can do this by just focusing on our sense of hearing in a library or a church or on a city street, or even just sitting in our apartments and listening to the noises that we hear every day but maybe don't really notice. We can do this with our sense of smell. You may be closing your eyes and just kind of focusing on your sense of smell when you walk by a bakery or a pizza shop or a flower shop, or if someone has just mowed their lawn. There are so many different ways of connecting with the senses, and this is an opportunity for you to collect more and more data that your body can be trusted. So try this out if you're in someplace new or interesting, or if you're just in your own home. Try connecting with your sense of sight, of hearing, of smell, of taste, and certainly of touch, of feeling, what you feel inside your body and also what you feel around your body. This all helps us regain that sense of mastery and trust and confidence in our bodies. So thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you again next week.